Financial well-being is often presented as a straightforward equation: earn more, spend less, save diligently. Yet for many, this simple formula remains elusive, leading to a perplexing cycle of struggle. Beneath the surface of aspiration and intention, countless individuals inadvertently undermine their own economic prospects. We will explore the subtle, often unconscious mechanisms through which people sabotage their financial futures. This isn't merely about poor choices, but a deeper examination of ingrained patterns and external forces. Understanding these hidden influences is the first step toward genuine financial resilience. The modern world bombards us with a relentless stream of messages, each meticulously crafted to capture our attention. From targeted advertisements to social media trends, these pervasive influences shape our perceptions and desires. They are designed with a singular, powerful objective in mind. These messages skillfully trigger our innate human desire for immediate gratification, promising instant solutions and effortless satisfaction. They bypass rational thought, appealing directly to our impulses and emotional needs. This constant stimulus creates a powerful urge to acquire and consume. This exploitation of fundamental human desires paves the way for impulsive purchases and the pursuit of short-term gains. The long-term consequences are often obscured by the immediate pleasure of acquisition. It's a sophisticated manipulation of our psychology, often leading us astray. This constant barrage creates fertile ground for financial self-sabotage, subtly eroding prudent financial habits. The environment itself becomes a collaborator in our financial downfall. We are often unaware of the extent to which these external forces dictate our spending behaviors. The allure of instant access to goods and services further compounds the problem. Online shopping, one-click purchases, and expedited shipping normalize immediate acquisition. Patience, once a virtue, is now often seen as an unnecessary delay. This environment fuels purchases through readily available credit, blurring the lines between necessity and desire. Credit cards and installment plans offer an illusion of affordability, delaying the true cost. This accessibility primes individuals for financial decisions driven by convenience rather than solvency. Rapid accumulation of debt is a direct consequence of this instant access culture. Easy credit facilities tempt consumers to live beyond their means, creating a precarious financial foundation. What begins as a small convenience often escalates into a significant burden, silently growing over time. Individuals frequently underestimate the long-term consequences of seemingly small financial decisions. A daily coffee, a subscription service, or a minor upgrade can appear insignificant in isolation. Yet, the cumulative effect of these choices can derail even the most well-intentioned financial plans. The silent and insidious effect of compounding interest works against those in debt. While celebrated by investors, it becomes a relentless adversary for borrowers. Every month, the principal grows, trapping individuals in a cycle that becomes increasingly difficult to escape. Beyond economic factors, the pressures of modern life, including overwork, stress, and burnout, significantly impact financial behavior. Chronic stress depletes cognitive resources, making sound decision-making challenging. The relentless pace leaves little room for thoughtful financial planning. This depleted state invariably leads to poor decision-making, stemming from stress and burnout. Critical thinking diminishes, and the ability to project future consequences weakens. Financial choices become reactive rather than proactive, often exacerbating existing problems. Impulsive spending often emerges as a coping mechanism in this environment, creating a vicious cycle. The temporary high of a purchase provides fleeting relief from stress or emotional discomfort. This behavior, however, merely postpones and intensifies underlying financial anxieties. Many financial decisions are driven by emotional needs, seeking comfort or validation rather than practical utility. We buy things not for their inherent value, but for what they symbolize or how they make us feel. This emotional spending rarely addresses the root cause of discontent. Seeking validation through material possessions is a common manifestation of this emotional drive. The latest gadget, designer clothing, or luxury vehicle becomes a statement of status or success. This pursuit, however, often comes at the expense of genuine financial security. The disconnect between stated financial goals and actual spending habits is a glaring symptom of self-sabotage. Individuals may articulate aspirations for retirement or home ownership. Simultaneously, their daily expenditures undermine these very objectives, revealing a profound internal conflict. Ultimately, this cycle leads to the shattering of the illusion of financial control. As debts mount and savings dwindle, the reality sets in. The carefully constructed facade of order collapses, replaced by a pervasive sense of helplessness and regret. A pervasive lack of financial literacy among individuals remains a significant barrier to financial well-being. Many lack fundamental knowledge of budgeting, investing, and debt management. This deficit leaves them ill-equipped to navigate complex financial landscapes. Consequently, there is often a reluctance to seek professional financial advice. This stems from a combination of embarrassment, perceived cost, or a misguided belief in self-sufficiency. Ignoring expert guidance perpetuates harmful financial practices. Many remain unaware of basic principles of budgeting, saving, and investing. Concepts like compound returns, diversification, or emergency funds are not widely understood. This foundational knowledge gap makes sound financial planning virtually impossible for many. Vulnerability directly results from this pervasive lack of financial knowledge. Individuals become easy targets for predatory lending or speculative schemes. Without a solid understanding of financial principles, they are exposed to unnecessary risks and losses. Beyond individual shortcomings, the influence of family dynamics and societal pressures plays a crucial role. Growing up, financial habits are often inherited, whether good or bad. Societal norms also dictate what is considered acceptable or desirable spending. The desire to maintain appearances or provide for loved ones frequently leads to overspending. Keeping up with perceived expectations, whether from family or community, can become a powerful driver. This pressure to conform often outweighs rational financial planning. Thus, individuals engage in unsustainable financial practices due to these external pressures. They might take on excessive debt or neglect saving to meet these perceived obligations. The long-term stability of their own finances is sacrificed for immediate social acceptance. These self-sabotaging behaviors have a significant impact on the ability to achieve financial security in retirement. What seems like minor overspending in one's youth compounds over decades. The deferred gratification that builds wealth is supplanted by immediate, fleeting pleasures. It is a stark truth that current choices fundamentally determine future financial freedom. Every dollar spent or saved today is an investment or a withdrawal from tomorrow's potential. The decisions made in the present cast a long shadow over one's future autonomy. The consequences of financial self-sabotage are not fleeting. They are often felt for decades. The ripple effects extend through retirement, impacting quality of life and future opportunities. Rectifying past mistakes becomes a monumental, often painful endeavor. Breaking free from the cycle of financial self-sabotage requires a profound shift in perspective. It demands self-awareness to identify destructive patterns, discipline to implement change, and the courage to challenge ingrained habits. This journey is as much psychological as it is financial. Ultimately, true wealth extends far beyond mere numbers on an account statement. It encompasses financial resilience, the ability to withstand economic shocks, and the freedom to pursue life's purpose without the constant burden of financial anxiety. It is a liberation from self-imposed constraints,